Get ready. August 10th is not a day to overlook. Something is shifting, something that has been quietly gathering power in the unseen and is now ready to break through. The Aquarius full moon may have passed, but its force is far from gone. It lingers in the air, electrifying emotions, rattling old truths, and shaking the foundations of who you thought you were. This isn't just a fading lunar afterglow, it's a relentless wave, refusing to rest until you confront what you've been avoiding. For many, recent nights have been restless. Dreams have turned vivid, almost prophetic. Some have woken with the sensation that something or someone was trying to send them a message. If you felt this, you're not imagining it. The veil between the physical and the spiritual has been paper thin. Aquarius energy is disruptive in the most necessary way. It illuminates blind spots, reveals truths hidden in plain sight, and pulls back the curtain on what's been silently controlling your path. And on August 10th, you are standing at a threshold. The choice you make today will echo across your future. If you've noticed yourself feeling more sensitive to people's words, to the emotions in a room, to subtle shifts in your own body, it's because your energy field is wide open. You are absorbing vibrations faster than ever before, which means this is the exact moment to be intentional about every connection, every thought, and every decision. Today, the universe magnifies your focus. A single thought can set events into motion. A single choice can rewrite timelines. That's why boundaries are not optional right now. They're sacred. Protect your space. Guard your energy. Move with clarity. In a moment, I'll share exactly how to harness this post-full moon portal, what signs confirm your transformation is already underway, and how to ensure this shift becomes permanent. But first, like this video, subscribe, and comment 777 below to signal your readiness to the universe. This is your conscious claim of alignment with the energy flowing right now. The thing most people don't realize is that when a portal like this opens, especially one amplified by the residual charge of the Aquarius full moon, it's not just about good vibes or spiritual downloads. It's about restructuring timelines. Energy doesn't move in a straight line. It loops, folds, and echoes. That's why during a period like this you might suddenly remember something from years ago, a conversation, a smell, a moment you thought was insignificant. That's your subconscious pulling threads from your past, showing you what still holds energetic weight in your field. If you've been wondering why certain old emotions or people have resurfaced, it's not random. They're surfacing now because the August 10th portal offers a rare chance to either fully release them or reweave them into your future path in a higher form. The universe is essentially saying, do you still want to carry this, or is it time to let it go? And here's where it gets more intense. When your frequency shifts as quickly as it can during a portal, it's not only your future that changes, your past is rewritten in subtle ways, not the physical facts, but the meaning and energetic imprint of those events. That's why some memories suddenly feel lighter, or why you might view a painful moment now with gratitude instead of regret. The next few days are not about chasing something new. They're about aligning yourself so completely that the new can't help but find you. This means protecting your mental space from unnecessary noise, releasing the need to explain your transformation to people who aren't ready to understand, and acting only on what feels aligned, even if it means saying no more than yes. Because here's the truth. Portals amplify whatever you are. If you're grounded, the amplification will strengthen your foundation. If you're scattered, the amplification will multiply the chaos. This is why after August 10th, you may notice a clear split. Some people in your life will seem to skyrocket forward, while others will spiral deeper into confusion. The difference will be in how they use this energetic window. So if you take one thing from this moment, let it be this: don't waste this portal chasing validation. Use it to anchor your truth so deeply that nothing, not fear, not doubt, not other people's expectations, can pull you away from it. The days after August 10th will test your awareness. The veil is still thin, and your energy field is wide open, sensitive, magnetic. What you allow in now will anchor itself deeply. This is why boundaries are essential, not as walls to shut the world out, but as gates you guard with discernment. Every interaction imprints something on you. Every word you speak plants a seed. Every moment of focus directs the current of your reality. And here is the deeper truth. You are not the same person you were before this portal. Even if nothing visible has changed yet, the shift is already encoded in your energy. The timelines you now walk are lighter, sharper, and more aligned with the truth you've been running from. You may feel restless. You may crave solitude. You may notice synchronicities appearing with startling speed. Numbers, symbols, songs, moments that echo your thoughts in real time. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that the portal is still active within you. This moment is not meant to be comfortable. It is meant to be catalytic. You are standing between the echo of the life you've known and the vibration of the life you've yet to claim. Which one you feed with your focus will decide what solidifies in the weeks ahead. August 10th was not a random date on a calendar. It was the hand of the universe, turning a page you cannot turn back. August 10th is not a date you can simply pass by. It's not just another day. It's the day where everything you've been feeling, sensing, and dreaming about finally begins to take form. The Aquarius full moon has already shaken the ground beneath many lives, stirring deep truths and unspoken emotions to the surface. For weeks now, the energy has been building, quietly rearranging the pieces of your reality, and now the shift is undeniable. Many have felt it in their dreams, visions so vivid, they lingered long after waking, encounters with people who seemed almost symbolic. Moments that felt more like messages than coincidences. Even in waking life, strange synchronicities have been whispering for your attention. Repeated numbers, unexpected memories, flashes of insight that made your heart race. This is not your imagination. The veil between the physical and the spiritual is thinner than it has been in months, and your soul is more receptive than ever. You are standing in an open gateway, the full moon portal, and in this space, everything you think, feel, and focus on begins to imprint directly onto the fabric of your reality. After August 10th, the air will feel different, not just around you, but inside you. Your mind will carry a sharper edge. Your emotions will feel amplified, and your intuition will speak louder. This is because the universe is listening closely, ready to mirror back the vibrations you're sending out. It's not about trying to manifest anymore. Your thoughts are manifesting. Every passing moment is a choice between the timeline you fear and the one you long for. If you've been restless, emotional, or even uneasy these past nights, it's because the energy is recalibrating you. Old cycles are collapsing. Attachments you thought were permanent are loosening their grip. People, habits, and beliefs that no longer align with your higher path will begin to fade, sometimes gently, sometimes abruptly. This is the part many people resist, and the part where your strength is tested. When the release comes, don't fight it. Trust that the space being cleared is not a loss, it's an invitation. The emptiness is the soil where something new will grow. August 10th is not an ending, it's the spark, the ignition point of a reality that will look different in the months ahead. Not because the outside world suddenly changed, but because you did. And when your inner world shifts, the external has no choice but to follow. And this is where most people miss the moment. They wait for the proof before believing the change has happened. But in this energy, belief comes first. Faith is the bridge. You have to step into the vibration of your desired reality before you see it with your eyes. That is the law here. Hesitation closes the door. Conviction throws it wide open. The days following August 10th are not casual days. Every conversation, every emotion, Every decision leaves a deeper imprint than usual. This is why the universe has been removing distractions from your life lately. The people who drain you, the habits that cloud your mind, the noise that keeps you from hearing yourself. You've probably noticed certain doors closing without your control. That's not rejection, it's redirection. During this post-full moon window, your soul is more magnetic than it's been all year. That means your visions, your words, and even your silences carry weight. If you've been carrying pain, it will echo. If you've been carrying hope, it will multiply. This is why you must be deliberate. Speak what you mean. Feel what you want to see. Don't rehearse your fears. Script your blessings instead. Some of you will feel like your senses are sharper now, colors brighter, emotions stronger, intuition impossible to ignore. These are signs of alignment. They're letting you know you are tuned to the frequency where transformation happens. But with this sensitivity comes vulnerability. The wrong energies can plant seeds in your field without you realizing it. That's why boundaries are sacred now. Protect them as if they were the key to your future, because they are. And maybe you're feeling a quiet pressure, like the universe is holding its breath, waiting for you to choose. That's because it is. What you decide to carry forward from this moment will shape the next chapter of your life in ways you can't yet imagine. We're not exaggerating when we say your life will never be the same again. This full moon has awakened something ancient within you, something that's been dormant for lifetimes, waiting for this exact moment to rise. It's as if an inner switch has been flipped, and now there's no going back to the version of you that existed before August 10th. You may find yourself craving solitude more than usual, not because you're withdrawing, but because your soul needs space to breathe. The noise, the constant pull of other people's energy, will feel heavier now, almost unbearable, and situations that once tested your patience in small ways may suddenly feel intolerable. It's not that you've lost patience, it's that your spirit refuses to sit in places where it no longer belongs. This is the shedding, the realignment, the subtle yet powerful pull toward the people, places and paths that vibrate at the same frequency you're beginning to hold. You may notice conversations feel different, as if the words underneath the words are louder than what's being said. You may sense intentions before they're revealed, or feel emotions that aren't yours when you walk into a room. This isn't paranoia, it's heightened perception. The veil is thin, and your spirit is alert. And with this awakening comes a truth: you cannot carry the old with you into what's next. That includes old identities, outdated beliefs, and the energy of those who don't honor your light. If this feels like loss, trust that it's not. It's clearing, it's making room. The universe never takes without giving back in greater measure. You may also find yourself needing more solitude than ever before. What once felt like a comfortable hum of background noise in your life now feels like a roar that shakes your nervous system. Crowds drain you faster. Even simple conversations can feel overwhelming, and the subtle energy shifts in the room, which you might have once ignored, now feel undeniable. It's not that you've suddenly become distant or too sensitive. It's that your frequency has risen to a level where you can no longer pretend you don't feel what you feel. The Aquarius full moon on August 10th has acted like a tuning fork for your spirit, forcing every cell in your body to vibrate at a clearer, sharper pitch. And when your energy becomes that precise, anything out of harmony with it becomes instantly recognizable. You might notice that people you've known for years suddenly feel different to you. Their words might carry a weight they didn't before. A simple offhand comment might stick to you like static electricity buzzing in your mind for hours. This is because your auric field, your energetic skin, is now thinner, more open, more absorbent. Every vibration passes through you more quickly, and your system in turn has to process it. This is why patience is fading for things that once seemed tolerable. It could be a friend's constant complaining, a family member's subtle criticism, or even your own old habits that used to comfort you but now leave you feeling heavy. The moon has stripped the illusion from these patterns, and now you see them as they truly are, distractions from the path you're meant to walk. And here's the thing, this isn't happening so you can become cold or detached. It's happening so you can protect the clarity that's finally blooming within you. When your inner vision sharpens, the noise of the world no longer has the same power over you. You start to see the difference between genuine connection and energy entanglement. You start to realize that not every hand extended toward you is meant to help. Some are there to take. It's possible you've also been feeling a growing desire to spend time in your own energy, not because you dislike others, but because you crave that deep, still space where your thoughts become whispers and your intuition becomes a voice you can actually hear. For some, this will feel like a relief. For others, it may be uncomfortable, especially if you've built your life around constantly giving to others. But the moon's lesson is clear. Your energy is your currency, and where you spend it shapes the life you live. The days and weeks following August 10th are a sacred recalibration. You may find that invitations feel heavier to accept, that you're more discerning with your time, and that certain conversations simply no longer interest you. Even your body will speak to you. You might feel a physical tightness in your chest when you're in the wrong environment, or an unexplainable lightness when you're exactly where you need to be. This is the universe's way of teaching you to trust your own resonance. Because here's the truth, the more aligned you become with your authentic self, the less you can force yourself to stay in spaces that dim your light. And while this shift can feel isolating at first, it's actually leading you to the connections, experiences, and opportunities that truly match your vibration. You may even notice that your dreams, both while sleeping and daydreaming, have become more vivid. Scenes play out in your mind that feel more real than reality. Old memories resurface, not to haunt you, but to show you where you've been and how far you've come. Some of these visions may even feel like glimpses into possible futures. This is because your subconscious is now wide open, and the moon's energy is flooding it with light. So do not be surprised if you find yourself craving silence, seeking out nature, or even reorganizing your space in the days ahead. These are natural ways your spirit grounds itself after such a powerful energetic shift. You are not withdrawing from life, you are choosing the life you actually want to live. And that choice requires the courage to let go of what no longer belongs, even if it means standing alone for a while. This is the quiet power of August 10th. It is not just a date, it is a doorway. And once you step through it, you cannot go back to the version of yourself who didn't know their worth. The truth is, what has been activated within you since August 10th cannot be deactivated. You've crossed a threshold, and even if you try to step back into the comfort of your old patterns, they will no longer fit. It will feel like wearing clothes that once kept you warm but now feel unbearably tight. That's because your soul has outgrown the frequency of your past. In the weeks to come, you may feel an almost magnetic pull towards certain ideas, people, or places. This is not coincidence. Your energy field is now acting like a finely tuned receiver, picking up signals from the reality you are meant to step into. These signals can arrive as sudden urges to change your daily routine, as powerful inspiration that keeps you awake at night, or as small nudges in your gut that tell you to go left instead of right. Follow them. Even if they seem illogical, they are part of a larger map your conscious mind can't yet see. At the same time, there will be tests. This is the part most people underestimate. After such an intense energetic shift, the universe often sends familiar challenges back into your path, not to punish you, but to see if you are truly ready to move forward. An old friend you've outgrown might suddenly reach out. A habit you've broken might tempt you in a moment of weakness. An environment that once felt safe might call you back with promises of comfort. This is where the real work begins, because the energy you carry after August 10th is like freshly drawn water, pure, clear, alive. But the moment you pour it into a dirty vessel, it changes. And so you will be asked over and over, will you keep your vessel clean? Will you choose the path that honors the version of yourself you are becoming, even when it means saying no to what you've always known? One of the most profound shifts you may notice is in your emotional reactions. Where you once would have tried to explain yourself, justify your choices, or calm someone else's anger, you may now simply stand in silence, rooted in your truth. That stillness is not weakness. It is mastery. It is the embodiment of knowing that your energy does not need to be spent defending what is already aligned. And yet with this power comes a deeper sensitivity. You may find that music, art, or even certain smells now stir emotions in you more intensely. This is because your energetic body is expanding. It's as if the volume on your senses has been turned up. Use this to your advantage. Surround yourself with beauty, with sounds and sights that lift you, because in this heightened state, everything you absorb imprints more deeply. For many, this period will also bring a confrontation with truth. The Aquarius full moon did not just stir the waters, it cleared them. You might now see relationships in their raw form, stripped of pretense. You might notice the ways you've been holding yourself back, not because you were incapable, but because you were afraid of your own power. The days following August 10th are not just about change, they are about embodiment. It's not enough to know you've shifted, you must live in a way that reflects it. Speak the truth you've been avoiding, take the step you've been delaying, release the weight you've been carrying out of habit, even if you don't yet know what will replace it. And here's the most important thing to remember. The universe does not give you this kind of activation without also giving you the strength to carry it. You are not fragile, you are not lost, you are standing in the middle of a sacred initiation, and the path ahead, while unfamiliar, has been waiting for you since the moment you chose to come into this life. So, honor your solitude, trust your instincts, protect the vision that is forming in the quiet corners of your mind. Because when the dust of this energetic shift settles, you will look back at August 10th, not as the day everything changed, but as the day you finally remembered who you truly are. In the days and weeks ahead, you may notice that time itself feels different. Some moments will stretch endlessly, filled with an almost surreal clarity, while others will pass so quickly you'll wonder if they even happened at all. This is not your imagination. It's a sign that your perception is starting to sync with a higher frequency. When you are aligned with the flow of the universe, linear time begins to lose its grip. You will find yourself more present, more in tune, and more aware of the subtle layers beneath ordinary experiences. You might also begin to see more synchronicities, those strange coincidences that feel far too precise to be random, numbers repeating on clocks, songs playing at the exact moment you think of someone, a stranger's words echoing the very thoughts you've been holding inside. These are not accidents, they are signposts placed in your path to reassure you that you are exactly where you need to be. And yet, this heightened awareness comes with a responsibility to choose what you give your energy to, with more discernment than ever before. Because in this new frequency, your thoughts are not just quiet whispers, they are blueprints. Every image you hold in your mind's eye, every emotion you dwell on, every word you speak carries the power to shape the field around you. This is why you may feel an instinctive pull away from gossip, drama, and low-vibration conversations. It's not snobbery, it's self-preservation. You know deep down that what you consume shapes what you become. Relationships will be tested. Some connections will deepen, becoming more soulful and authentic than ever before. Others will begin to dissolve, not out of anger or conflict, but simply because they no longer match the vibration you're holding. You might feel a strange mix of grief and relief as you let go of certain people or environments. Trust this process. Not every soul is meant to walk with you into your next chapter, and holding on to what is no longer aligned will only weigh you down. There will also be moments of deep solitude. you may find yourself craving more silence, more time alone, more space, to simply be without the constant pull of other people's energies. This is not isolation, it's integration. Your body, mind and spirit are adjusting to an entirely new frequency, and that requires stillness, like a seed taking root beneath the soil. Much of the transformation is happening where no one can see it. At night, your dreams may become even more vivid and symbolic. Some will feel like direct messages from your higher self, while others will serve as energetic cleanses, releasing old emotions, fears and memories from your subconscious. Keep a journal by your bed during this time. What you receive in these dream states may guide you in ways your waking mind cannot. And in moments when the world feels loud, chaotic and overwhelming, remember this: you are not here to be swept away by the current. You are here to stand as an anchor in the storm, holding the vibration of truth, clarity, and love, even when the world around you wavers. The shift that began on August 10th is not about escaping reality, it's about reshaping it from within. You have been given a gift, the ability to sense, to feel, to know at a depth that others may not yet understand. Protect that gift. Nurture it. Let it guide you toward the life you've always known was possible, even in your quietest dreams. In the weeks after August 10th, the energy doesn't simply fade, it starts weaving itself into your reality in subtle but undeniable ways. You'll notice conversations happening at the right moment, people crossing your path who feel oddly familiar, and situations aligning in a way that feels too perfect to be coincidence. These are not accidents, they are the threads of the portal's influence pulling you toward your next chapter. You may even feel as though reality is bending to meet your internal state faster than ever before. A passing thought might echo back as a phone call. A fleeting desire could materialize within hours. This acceleration is the universe's way of testing your clarity. If your focus is scattered, the results will be scattered. But if your vision is pure and steady, the manifestations will be undeniable. This is why the days after August 10th are not for rushing but for refining. Instead of trying to do everything at once, you are being asked to pause and choose with precision. Every yes you give now sends a signal into the field, telling reality what you're ready to receive. Every no clears the space for something greater, and here's where it becomes powerful. The people and situations entering your life in this period will often mirror something deep within you. If you're carrying unresolved wounds, expect those wounds to be reflected back through others, almost like a living dream. This is not to punish you, but to show you what still needs healing before you can move into the life you've been calling in. At the same time, you'll notice signs of expansion, opportunities that seem to appear out of thin air, ideas that light up your mind, and a renewed sense of courage to do things you once avoided. These are the green lights from the universe, and if you move with them, the momentum will carry you much further than you thought possible. So if you've been feeling like something is following you since August 10th, a thought, a vision, or a strange pull toward a new path, don't ignore it. It's your higher self, amplified by the full moon portal, guiding you toward the timeline where you are fully awake, fully present, and fully alive. This Sunday, August 10th, the only thing you truly need to do is surrender. No complicated rituals, no endless searching for the perfect meditation, just you, allowing the energy to flow through you. Let the full moon transform you from the inside out. For weeks, the universe has been guiding you toward this exact moment. Every challenge, every sign, every dream that felt too vivid to ignore, it's all been preparing you. You've been shedding old layers without even realizing it, making space for something far greater to emerge. This is the day you've been praying for, even if you didn't know the words. The day you whispered your hopes to God and asked for change. The day the heavens listened and said, now, so don't resist it, don't overthink it, don't try to control it. Let this day reshape you. Let the light of the full moon seep into every shadow you've been too afraid to face. Let it wash away the fear, the doubt, the weight you've been carrying for far too long. When the sun rises tomorrow, you will no longer be the same. You will stand in a new skin, with a new mind, and a new heart. The week ahead will not be a continuation of the old story. It will be the opening chapter of the new you. And in that first light, the weight you've been carrying will begin to lift. The questions that haunted you will lose their grip, not because every answer has arrived, but because you will no longer need them to move forward. You will walk differently, slower perhaps, but with purpose. You will speak differently, less to be heard, more to be understood. The echoes of your past will still try to call you back, but their voices will fade each time you choose presence over memory, faith over fear. Because this is not just a shift in circumstances, it is a shift in destiny. The Creator has marked this chapter as yours. The pen is in your hand, but the ink flows with divine guidance. Every step you take from here is a step into alignment, into the life that has been waiting for you all along. So rise tomorrow, not as who you were, but as who you were always meant to be. And when you do, whisper your gratitude into the morning air, because the heavens are listening. Thank you for watching.